Hi, welcome to part 5. Today we're doing the Trail of Two Cities, which is a walking tour of Jerez and Cadiz. This is our last port of call before we head back to Southampton. At the end of this video, I'll give some feedback on what we thought of the holiday and also some information on the behind the scenes tour I did on the penultimate day. As we make our way off the boat, just to note, the artwork in each of the stairwells helps identify where you are. Gold at the back, silver at the middle of the ship, and then at the forward it is green.
It's about 1,000 years old. That's what I mean. They built the walls higher and higher because they knew the castles were coming. A lot of people don't like them, of course. This is today the main square called Plaza de Arenal, main square. If you're looking at this side, you see those in the dark positions know what they're doing, right? You know how to cook. This is paradise here. Cadiz is also known for having huge trees, usually ficus trees and rubber trees. It's the same family. Ficus is the huge family for all of these trees. Wonderful bookstore or shop if you need some literature. You don't? The church here is always closed, but it's called Dionysus. And a lot of people in Cadiz will tell you Dionysus is the patron saint of Cadiz. Last week it was Semana Santa, right? The Holy Week, when every church in southern Spain decorates its holiest, most precious statue, and they put it on a platform and walk around town in the procession. So right behind these platforms is usually a marching band playing very sad music, walking like this. And then you got these guys here, brotherhood, and traditional.
Moulai Beach. And with that, we headed back to Cadiz to continue with the tour.
Look at the two ladies here. What do you think they're doing? Any idea what they're doing here? Yes, they're rolling cigars. Now the river had silted up, the ships got bigger and heavier. Our port here in Cadiz, exactly 300 years ago, 1721 about, we were allowed to handle goods from America. We got the monopoly. So back then, in the 18th century, our merchants got rich. This is a flamenco dancer born here in this part of Cadiz. Locally known, not internationally. I forgot her name. La Perla de Cadiz, the Pearl of Cadiz they call her. Oh, let's get a bit closer, my colleague. Oh, wait. You'll see soon enough that half the city or more is built with this brown stone. This is called oyster stone. Sediments from below, down in the ocean. Have a look, just come back.
Oh, is this the amphitheatre?
I told you that 300 years ago, the monopoly. This is now the medieval center of Cadiz, with the old cathedral behind this ugly facade done in the 19th century. I told you the English burned down the old cathedral. It took them a while to rebuild it. Starting from central Spain, like here. See, this says kilometer 0. From here to Santiago de Compostela, it's just 1,400 kilometers. 1,400. From southern France, it's 730. So you'd start from here. You just have to find the shell and the arrows. Go to the internet or mobile, no problem. But in the past, it was quite difficult to find a path. Unless you have like millions of people walking the same path. Trying to dance. Okay. Now, the old cathedral burned down. It took them a while to think about a new one, and exactly 300 years ago they started building the new one here. 17, 21, 22. It took them only 116 years. But 116 years is nothing. Well, in Barcelona, they're still trying to finish it, and we'll take another out.
Yeah.
Are not heated. Traditionally, no heating. The only warm room is the kitchen, of course. So since we got so much humidity coming from the ocean, one door should be open, the windows should be open, even during the winter. Lots of fun there. What about Arvia? Well, you're not from America, right? Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, it's going to try and get up there.
Nobody in that one.
No, it's because it's owned by the mafia. The mafia. Five town. Any big fish? Or some big fish down there? Look. Yes, please. Yeah. That's part of the old wall or something there. Look in the water. Do you think that was a fountain as well up there? Yeah, streams. Oh, you can smell the pollen here. That tree there. She would.
They're like the tree of life, but real.
The tree of life.
Real life.
We've got it bad, haven't we? We compare everything to Disney. Look at the size of that one. Yeah, this is the tree of life. Yeah.
There's nothing else to compare.
Got you with your PG shopping bag. Got lots of little fountains all the way along here, look. No. Yeah. Yeah. Are we going up over the top of it? This is a Cadiz duck pond. Smells like a bakery. Fruit. Grab a quick meal at the quays with a view of Cadiz. Back of the ship, floor 8. Back of the ship's red, isn't it? Yeah. All the stops done now. We're on our way back to Southampton over the next 2 days. Hi, future me here, just butting into the video. Just going to quickly talk about the tour of the ship, the tour of the Arvia I did. It was £75, took about 3 hours, and then you finished in the crow's nest for a drink and some canapes. In terms of the areas you visited, you started off in the engine room, just the control room for that. You didn't actually go into anywhere where the engines were, it was just the control room. Very interesting. Then we went through to the floors 1 to 3, which were the laundry. Saw some quite innovative ways that they deal with all the ways of like drying and ironing all the crew's clothes and everything, and the towel folding machines, etc. And they just talked about the sheer volume of washing that they have to do on the ship. We then went through to the mooring area, which again was interesting. Quite a large area with all the anchors and the ropes, etc. in. Then we went through to the theatre, for behind the scenes at the theatre. Those of you who are into theatre, it's interesting to see how they had all the rails that came round with the different clothes for each production, etc. And then it was on to the the bridge to meet with the captain, and he gave a talk then, went through a PowerPoint presentation all about the ship and the crew and everything. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did wish that they included like some of the kitchens and also the storage, like, you know, seeing behind the scenes of how they store all the food, and also get rid of all the waste, etc. How they handle all the water. You know, some of those things I would have found really interesting, but they didn't do those. But for £75, it was well worth a trip behind the scenes. And you also at the end, say, got the a free drink and some canopies, and also they gave you a nice book of discount vouchers. Typically, because I'd done it towards the end of the cruise, they weren't really any use to me. But if you did this on this particular cruise, where you've got the 2 days leaving Southampton before you get to the first port of call, you know, if you're doing it during one of the first 2 sea days, you know, you could also take advantage of the vouchers, etc., that they give you. But as I say, well worth a go. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like with the rest of the cruise, thoroughly enjoyed the cruise, thoroughly enjoyed the food. Would definitely do one again. Anyway, let's just go back to the video now, just to sum up. What was it? La Coruna, Parma, Italy for Pisa and Florence, Toulon. Can't remember the place. Let's say Seyne-sur-Me or something, wasn't it? That one was. 6 was Barcelona. 7 was Cadiz. Yeah, all fantastic stops. I found them, weren't they? My least favourite was Barcelona. Was that yours as well? Which one was yours?
I don't know.
Enjoyed them all. Enjoyed them all.
I've never been to any of them. So.
Yeah. Well, we've been to Parma, but it was a very long time ago, wasn't it? Though. Yeah. Fantastic. Hi, Future Me here again. Thanks again for watching this 5-part series of our cruise on Arvia. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps this channel out and it doesn't cost you anything. I've got plenty of other videos upcoming. Quite an interesting one from the Fold Crater, which is an old RAF bomb store that blew up during the Second World War. It's come to light that I've got some family who were basically involved in that. Obviously not the explosion itself, but were caught up because they were mining in the gypsum mine next to it. So it was just interesting to go on that short walk and just basically find out a bit more about the history of that. I've also got a best van accessory video coming up, and also a tour of the van and a few other trips. I've just recently been to Wales as well to explore some waterfalls, and a few sets from the old Gavin and Stacey and Stella series. So yeah, if you say like and subscribe, come along with us on our trips. And thanks again for watching. Bye for now.